Hey there, Tundra Nation, welcome back to the channel. Here is some more trash for you to waste your time with. Full of biased opinions, trash talking, and downright inaccuracy. Love it or hate it, you guys asked for this. So today on Tundra Tactical, we're going to be talking about what your tactical rifle brand says about you. A quick plug before we take a nosedive into letting you know what your inadequacies are while ignoring our own. There are some of you that have decided that it's apparently not necessary to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on our new content. I'll let you know that we've made some pretty good connections in some pretty high places, and failing to subscribe will result in your dog having an encounter with the ATF. Also, if you want to know how to get spaghetti sauce out of your plate carrier, join our Discord by following the link in the description below. If you're a Beretta guy, you are currently on the hunt for your local Space Force recruiter. You wander around town with the delusion that you're a Space Ranger and you're convinced that you can fly. Starship Troopers, Halo, and Battlestar Galactica are your main sources of context when it comes to rifle selection. The only good bug is a dead bug, am I right? In regards to your sense of fashion, moon boots aren't just practical, they're actually fashionable. Your helmet is full-faced. Your solution to every problem is just to add more plastic. The Chevy Avalanche happens to be your dream car. Vinyl siding is the pinnacle of home protection. Modularity happens to be optional, and you prefer your primary source of nutrients to come in pill form. However, you can splurge for an astronaut ice cream for dessert occasionally. Do you prefer FN rifles? For some strange reason, you have an unnatural attraction to UGG boots. And you go from 6 to midnight when you walk into a Starbucks in the fall and see all those basic bitches lining up to order those pumpkin spice lattes. You keep up to date on all military equipment trials and have gotten suspiciously efficient at writing those strongly worded comments to blog posts explaining why FN didn't get the contract for the new military service rifle yet again. Your solution to overweight rifles is just to get stronger. You massively distrust anybody who's ever shot a Bren, and you aren't afraid to wear woodland camo pants with a plaid shirt because, come on, color coordination is overrated and has no place in what you consider to be a civilized society. If you're an IWI fan, then you know that the Tavor is love, the Tavor is life. You don't really bother yourself with unnecessary features such as a reasonable trigger pull, and will chastise anybody with a sub 10-pound trigger as they are simply, I guess, just trigger snobs who wouldn't know a good rifle if it fell out of the sky, landed on their face, and started to wiggle. A good optic is a luxury you probably don't bother yourself with. If you're a traditionalist and rock a Galil, that's awesome, but you're dangerously close to joining the "Niet, rifle is fine" club, and you better watch your step because we're probably going to have to find what the Israeli version of a tracksuit is before you perform a bris on my bagels. You also don't get anything done on Saturday, whether you're Jewish or not, just based solely on solidarity. Knight's Armament is for the hardcore LARPing community. These rifles are some of the best shooting production guns you can get your sandwich clamps on, and you will preach military toughness and reliability until my ears start to bleed. Even though the only Knight's Armament product you've ever seen on a military rifle is a drop-in quad rail. You have too much money on your hands, so you've transcended from shooting pizza boxes and now your only acceptable target is a steel silhouette. I mean, that's cool and everything, but you have the unending desire to continue to preach about combat tactics and techniques while ignoring the fact that no matter how many hours of training you have, those steel bad guys still haven't started to shoot back yet. You rock some of the finest kit that money can buy, including IR lasers, nods, body armor, and high-cut helmets when you're T-zoning those bad guy plates. You also have way more disposable income than I do, and I'm a pure hater based just because of that. In all fairness, I'm definitely interested in shooting with you in full Mark Wahlberg cosplay gear. Is your rifle just as good? Ha! Gotcha! You clearly shoot PSA rifles.
Ha! Got him! Got him!
PSA has quickly taken over the market for the budget conscious because poverty ponies are just gonna get you laughed out of those 3-gun matches that you tried to get yourself involved in. You are a slave to the almighty dollar, and you're still waiting for Garantham to review the TRS-25 so you can validate your red dot sight choice to your buddies who have something way nicer. While you're balling on a budget, your rifle is kitted out with the finest O-lights, Holosuns, Crimson Trace lasers, and Wish.com muzzle devices that money can buy. An F-150 might be too much of a vehicle for you. You like to buy the $5 footlong so you can eat half now and save the rest for tomorrow, completely disregarding the fact that those condiments are gonna make that nasty beard soggier than Bin Laden's corpse. You've been saving up for a tactical rifle class, but you're also really wondering if the instructor is going to say something about your steel-cased ammo. Are you rocking an Omni rifle? Interesting.
I also like to live dangerously.
Honestly though, maybe not that dangerously. I'm all for finding a good deal and everything, but come on dude, these rifles exist so that the Anderson and PSA dudes have somebody to laugh at. Your preferred eye protection is the safety squint. Your preferred ear pro are cigarette butts. You once owned a Ford Pinto with Firestone 500 tires, the self-destructing car with the self-destructing tires, and you sold it cheap. If you're on the hunt for a new phone, you're pretty sure that Samsung Galaxy Note 7 has all the features that you want. Steyr is primarily for those who want to live in the land down under. Your heritage involves criminals so despicable that instead of being sent to prison, they were just shipped off to an island at the bottom of the earth. You are completely okay with making outlandish claims and outright lies to justify why your rifle is better than the AR platform. You have a tendency to make a decision based on how good your hair looks today before you've ever completed any form of critical thinking. This is exactly how you came into the possession of an AUG. Ergonomics and accuracy, these are luxuries that you could either take or leave. 1.5 power optics seem like the best option because of absolutely no reason at all. Guess what else? You've never heard of a good cheek weld, and you don't know why anybody gives a crap about an aftermarket because you've already paid $2 grand for your rifle. Are you a firearms instructor? Do you have aspirations of becoming a firearms instructor? Do you happen to watch a lot of firearms instructors on YouTube? Well then, Daniel Defense is the rifle for you. These are relatively good rifles and they're a reasonable value for what you get, so I guess it's impossible to trash. However, there are probably some interesting traits about you that I can guess. Every pair of pants that you own is somehow advertised as tactical, completely disregarding the fact that they are just jeans with some stretchy bits in the crotch. I guess you can't sleep on that roundhouse, right, Chuck? You wear boots every day, just in case. You own a helmet, but you're not quite sure why. The go bags are always packed and ready to go. All of your sunglasses are rated for ballistic protection. You can't understand why anybody on the face of the earth can be satisfied with a sub $1,000 rifle. People like you are the reason that Guns and Ammo is still in print. For those of you who love the Springfield Saint, there is a special place in 1776 for you.
Know your f***ing place, trash.
First off, your mind is completely blown by expensive promotional videos, and you have a hard time telling the difference between marketing material and actual product reviews. I'm pretty sure you actually prefer tea to coffee. You wish the government would tell you what to do more often. You might own this gun, but you don't really know why you need it. Buybacks sound like a completely reasonable solution for getting all those scary black rifles off the street. You honestly wish there was a way to add a safety or two to your AR so it'd be as safe as your XD. Chicago actually sounds like a great place to move to for whatever reason. You probably run 10-round mags in your rifle not because of any restriction your state might have, but because you don't believe in the just right 30-round capacity. Well, there you have it, folks. That's our take on what your tactical rifle brand says about you. If you dislike this video, then you probably love your SIG 416. And guess what? Nobody cares. But if you like the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and share it around with your friends. Consider subscribing to the channel and checking out our Patreon page to stay up to date on current and future content. And if you feel like repping some Tundra swag, follow the link in the description below to our new store on Teespring. Thanks for watching, Tundra Nation, and you can now find us on Instagram at Tundra Tactical MN.